Meow. Hello. Hello, my filthy little fucking sinners. And what the fuck? What was up with my arm? And welcome back to lag, apparently. Oh, it's probably because of all the fucking people. All the people that couldn't pre-order the game started playing today. All right. We should stop here for the night. I understand the desire to rush ahead, but we need to recuperate from our punishing river adventure. And let's settle in. We'll need a cook fire, and there's meal preparation to be done. Oh, yeah, I've already read this. Ma.
I've been meaning to ask, but how does one become the adopted child of the Dawn Servant?
Well, first your parents die.
So I don't remember much. My earliest memories are of life in the palace. All I know is that I was born in Ikbrash, a village in Yaktel. But I've never bothered to return there. As far as I'm concerned, Ulul Jaja is my only parent.
I quite understand. I have no memories of my birth parents either. For a while, I wanted to learn who they were.
Oh, my tits freaking out.
Over time, that curiosity waned. Galuf was my dear grandfather, and he was all I needed.
So our situations were quite similar.
How can anyone hate Wook Lamont? Honestly, look at her.
Even though Papa already had a trueborn son, he raised me and Kona with no less love.
Look at her. I want to kiss her face.
One time, I'd wandered off alone into the forest and gotten lost. Before I became a meal for some beast, Papa dropped everything and came to my rescue. I was scared and sobbing and ready for a scolding. But the head of resolve praised me.
Honey barbecue chicken and fries. I want some.
I did
add
get
spaghetti
my lecture from the head of reason, though. He went on and on about the dangers of the jungle and all the horrible ways I could have died. Growing up, Papa was kind and patient, but a tyrant when it came to training. Now, of course, I realize he was preparing me for my duties as a promise. For all the good it did, there's so much I failed to learn about my own country. Whether it's alpacas or Ihihana, I hardly know anything.
I'm a bit further than you now, and I agree that Wook Lamont is lovable. She is baby, and I love her. If you hate Wook Lamont, that's a relationship red flag. If your man hates Wook Lamont, dump his ass.
I've lived such a sheltered life.
Zoe,
Yet
stop.
convinced myself I understood Tural and its people.
It's kind of like whenever somebody like has an like a fucking the graphical update really made Aaronville way too pretty. I keep getting distracted by his smooth face. Like, girl, tell me what you use on that face. But the Wook Lamont situation is kind of like how whenever somebody tells me that they just like hate cats and cats are evil and like there's like they make jokes about killing cats and shit like that, and I'm like, that's a red flag, Oomphy. That's a red flag. No one has that much of irrational hatred for something and is an okay person.
Bluff and bravado. Not fit to bear my title.
Cats are dicks. Yeah, I love cats, and I know that they're dicks. Zoe literally just kept us from a nap for hours. Just meow, meow, meow. Yeah, but you don't like go around making jokes like, "Ha, I'm gonna like fucking decapitate this cat" and shit like that. Cats are evil. I hate cats. It's a fucking, it's a yikes. It's a big yikes. Zoe is scared you won't wake up. Zoe just wants attention 24/7 because she's a little asshole. Cats are assholes. I wouldn't say that they're evil, but they're fucking assholes. Oh, what the fuck is happening to my tit? What is going on?
I think I see what you're saying. My reasons for joining the contest have nothing to do with my brothers. It's always been about the Turali and what I can do for them.
What? Guys!
You said it yourself. How important it is to properly know something.
Are you not seeing what's going on with my tits? Calm your tit? I wish I knew how.
To hear the voices of others, empathize with how they feel, and think how best to serve.
Why are you not fucking horrified right now?
You wish to be.
The boobs on my character in game, yeah.
I'm sorry, everyone. I've been a fool. From this moment on, I'll stop trying to be the promise I'm not. I won't feign strength to hide my weaknesses. Step by step, I'll learn all there is to know and love about Tulihyolal and my fellow Turali. It might not be the smoothest path, but it'll be a path of my own making. I will find the city of gold for all of us, along with the answers you seek about your grandfather Kryl.
I appreciate it, Wuklamat, but you needn't take on that burden as well. Galuf Baldessian dedicated his life to protecting people from all manner of threats. As his granddaughter, I wouldn't wish to endanger others for the sake of a personal investigation. So let's just concentrate on winning the contest. We have a shared goal, and if at all
I may want to turn down the jiggle fizz. Maybe. Hold on, it hasn't gone to my character in a hot minute.
Hear, hear. We are companions on the same road, bound for the same destination. With our combined talents, nothing will stop us from reaching the Golden City.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am proud to call you my friend.
No, Zoe. No, you don't get cuddles after what you did. Oh, it didn't zoom in on the titties. Aaronville, why are you so pretty? Meanwhile,
thank you. Thank you all. I am proud to call you my friends.
They seem to be enjoying themselves. Are you sure you don't want to go and say a word to your sister?
Nay, there is no need for that. But what of you two?
what are you doing,
Wuklamat's
Zoe?
allies are your comrades. It must feel strange to be rivals.
Helping you has made us rivals, aye, but we're not about to break into fisticuffs over it. Unless, of course, it is a matter of winning or losing the contest. Then I'll have no qualms about putting Alize on her rear.
Damn.
Despite our long history, never have I been given the chance to test myself against our companions. The thought stirreth within me a most unexpected sense of competition.
Lamachi has surrounded herself with distinguished figures indeed. One of the Studium's finest graduates, the head of the students of Bardessian.
Did I activate the full version of Dawntrail today? Oh, do I have to activate the full version?
And then there's Eorzea's vaunted champion. If she's half the hero you say, then the odds are stacked against us.
I did not then.
Not that I have any intention of bowing out. Our time in Urkelpacha only served to strengthen my resolve. We saw how
I need to put the code in on the Mog station
and threw my people's lives into disarray. Such uncertainties are why I advocate for the adoption of Sharlayan innovations, that Tuli Yolal might know greater stability and prosperity. Our nation can change for the better, and I will be the man to change it.
Well, it's a start. I imagine your experiences on this journey, all the things you'll hear and feel and think, will help you refine that approach. But to return to the subject of the rite, I'm a touch concerned by the condition for victory. The claimant who breaks the seal becomes Dawn Servant, not the one who performed the 7 feats first.
The would-be victor need only possess the 7
You're doing the
keystones.
collector's upgrade tomorrow?
That is correct. As the contest wears on, we must brace ourselves for greater conflict.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Your rivals still lag behind. The second and third promise may have recruited competent lackeys, but none compared to you. How can they hope to compete with the resilient son? The only child ever sired by a two-head. Only the ignorant or foolish could fail to see that you were born to be Dawn Servant.
Such titles mean nothing.
I neglected to mention, when I first heard the rumors that the contest involved the Golden City, I spoke in confidence with Gulul Jaja's inner circle. They all agreed on one thing. Whoever reaches the City of Gold will attain a power so great, it can dictate the course of history. If this power truly exists, then I humbly beg a fair share of it.
I don't like
Time
this
is
guy.
passing, and I would put my plans in motion without delay. The useless tool is cast aside after all. And just so there is no misunderstanding, you consent to this course, no matter who is made to suffer. In
The
battle,
two-headed guy is
everyone
worse.
bleeds.
It's true.
The Dawn's promise is no exception. What better lesson to teach our people the folly of war?
Earlier with a Buku Jaja.
I was hoping for a good scrap, but this bloated sack of bile was no challenge at all.
I wonder if the house cat is dead yet.
Be ashamed to lose a plaything, but we'd still have 2 more.
If I may ask, Chosen One, what are your plans for Tuliolal after you take the throne?
Plans? What makes you think we care about all that?
We care only about the contest and proving our superiority.
That would surely please Mother and Father.
Yes, and when we become Dawn's servant, we'll drive out the weakling masses and invite our king.
Ah! Thank you for the follow. That scared the shit out of me.
Our family deserves better than that rotten jungle. Back to it then. We must catch up to that one-headed pretender and remind him of the natural order.
I made it.
I thought we were missing someone. Where have you been?
Oh, I feared I was done for when I fell from the boat. Yet somehow I made it. Oh, my arms, I can barely lift them.
Me after playing Beat Saber.
You expect us to wait for you? Those who can't keep up will be left behind.
My brother has spoken. March, or be fodder for the beasts.
Bitch.
But I followed the teachings. Everything I've done, everything I've sacrificed, all has been for the blessed seedlings. Wait. Don't leave me behind. I'm begging you.
What an asshole. All right, so hold on. Why? What the fuck? Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy. So I need to redeem the full version. Bum ba bum 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 ba bum bum ba bum. Let's see. I can just get the code again from my Square Enix account, right? Yep, from orders. Okay. Bum ba 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 ba. Account. Log in. Oh, you can lose access? You have a question? Okay, go ahead, Jessica. Orders. Has B got snack and drink? I do not. Can you have my Nintendo Switch friend code? My Switch hasn't been charged in months. Okay, registration successfully complete. Please check the status of your subscription. Ba-bum bum bum ba-bum 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 bum. Ba-bum 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 bum. They are important for gaming. This is true. Okay, it is done. Being able to say those things has brought me such relief. It's like a stone has been lifted off my chest and I can take a full breath at last. I don't want to encumber myself like that again. I want to be better. Will be better. For myself and for my people. The Moblin settlement of Earthenshire is not far from here, but be warned, the road we'll be taking is favored hunting ground for bandits. With the stairs currently impassable, there will be fewer travelers, meaning the brigands will be desperate for victims to ambush. Although considering present company, I suppose my concern is unwanted. Bandits on the road. What have Zorolja and the Landsguard been doing? Seems it's up to me to restore the order to the area. And off she goes. For now, we'll head west and aim for the bank of the second river. Oh my god, that's so cute! Look at that little outfit! I love the cute little Moogle barding. How was everyone's day today? Not too bad, just low energy, I get that. Well, where are these bandits? Apparently they're not foolish enough to attack a party of this size. Earthenshire is just a little further ahead on the opposite bank That's a long word. Maya Quebeczoma. But let's remain vigilant all the same. Oh, Aether Current. Oh, I have to kill those. Oh, it looks like a water chocobo. Okay, so I didn't get... Come over here. Bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum bum. There, now I have my nuts. You'll love my nuts. It's so pretty over here. What the fuck? Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, bum, ba-dum. Oh, there's a lot of people over here. Oh, wait, no, never mind. It's just NPCs. This is it, the village where the lay of plots from Tuliolal saga took place. Earthenshire, Idleshire, might the similarity in cultural inclination, I wonder. The settlements themselves couldn't be more different, though. The Shire appears custom-built to resemble pots, while the other one is a repurposed town. Welcome to Earthenshire. Do I have the pleasure of happy greeting the third promise and her retinue? That's us. We're looking for the Dawn Servant's Elector, if you happen to know who that is. You're exchanging tongue flaps with her right now. Rock is the Elector you seek. Oh, that's helpful. We can just cut straight to performing the feat. As much as Rock would like to do that, we have much more pressing worry. The storm which hit our village shattered the cliffs and dropped rocks on our brain cases. Many help hands for the Potsworn were injured. This is no time for feats or metal tests. I'm sorry to hear that. After learning what the storm did to the stairs, I feared you'd been caught in its path. Not to change the subject, but what are the Potsworn? Goldsmiths contracted to work with the Moblins. The word comes from the pot-like workshops where they practice their craft. The The moblins provide these potsworn with tools, materials, living quarters, everything the artisans could possibly need. This allows them to concentrate on producing what is widely known as the finest gold and metal work in Tural. This is unacceptable. I was promised no distractions. If this is the best they can offer, I should have never left Wachumeki Meki. You see, the potsworn desert us. Without enough healthy help hands, we're failing to uphold our side of the pot pact. Should all of our potsworn leave, Earthenshire will grind to a halt. We have to do something and do it soon. Then let us stand in for your injured helpers. It would give us the chance to learn more about your people and your village. And if it brings us closer to beginning the feat, then all the better. This isn't strictly part of the contest, so don't feel obligated to join in. Take a rest while you can. Of course I'll help. My titty. I was hoping you'd say that. I wasn't actually sure I could do this on my own. We'll all help. I doubt any of us could just sit around and watch. We'll take every help hand we can get. Ready Rock truth swears that once the potsworn have their perfect workshops again, we will commence the feat with all haste. You and the third promise can assist help hand Rock. Your other four, follow Ready Rock and the other help hands in need of help lending. I have spaghetti in my teeth. I really appreciate you pitching in. I meant what I said at many fires. There will be no more feigning strength, no more playing at being an invincible promise. If there's one thing I've learned on this journey, it's how practiced you are at aiding those in need. And I mean to make the most of having such an incredible mentor at my side. Now, let's find those Rock fellow and see what we can do for him. Rock can't meet his obligations without more help hands. The pot pact is broken and the pots are emptying. You've come to aid Rock? Rock accepts your help lending and joyous feel smiles. If we can offer the potsworn their promised good living, we might save the day yet. Whatever you need. There it is. Oh wait, I need to equip. What's this one look like? It just looks like a normal gun. With like a blade sticking out of it, but it like looks like a rifle. What Rock needs is new help hands to create good living for Potsworn Kai. The help hand assigned to Kai was hurt during the rock rain, so Rock took over, but he knows nothing of Kai. What does Kai want? What does Kai need? Help hands do not bother the Potsworn with straight tasks. Our job is to observe and anticipate, to prepare things with guess think. Please, guess think with Rock. Find out what Kai is lacking so we can provide it. You can count on us. This is where Kai works, is it? Let's take a peek inside then. This must be Kai. It'd be a lot quicker if we could just talk to him, but that's not the way they do things around here, apparently. We'll have to leave him be and try our hand at some guess think. It looks like he's hot. Those tools are looking pretty worn down. Maybe it's time for some new ones? Well, he's in no shortage of crafting materials. There must be something else he's missing. He must be boiling sitting so close to a furnace, and there's no airflow to speak of. How can anyone work in that stifling heat? He's barely touched his meal. That dish is meant to be eaten hot or it loses its savor. Maybe he needs cold food. Alright, after taking a good look, I think I have an idea of the things Kai might want to improve his working conditions. Let's head back outside and talk to Rock. You made your observations? What did you guess think? First off, I noticed Kai hasn't touched his food, and an empty belly can't be good for his concentration. Maybe the cooking isn't to his liking? But our food is very mouth-pleasing. Why wouldn't he want to eat it? But Rock has nothing whenever it comes to Kai's taste. I can help you with that. My brother Kona is also Hetsaro. And while everyone has their personal preferences, there are some that they tend to share. Like an aversion to piping hot dishes. If it was brought to him like that, Kai probably wouldn't have been able to eat it until it cooled down. By the time he came back to it, he might have found it cold and unappetizing. The simplest solution was to serve taste that tastes good no matter the temperature. Rock never would have thought of that. Would the third promise mind explaining these things to our cook? Not at all, but I don't think that was the only reason Kai couldn't concentrate. The Hetsaro homeland is hot and dry, but even Kai seemed to be suffering in front of that furnace. Is there any way you could cool down the workshop? Oh, we could try a drafty shard. They make a lovely breeze. Do you know where we can get one of those? You can gather them from the Shoals of No Return. There are many old boats there, abandoned by those who gave up on their search for the Golden City. so we salvage it from the wrecks. Could you handle that for us, Melara? E. Oh, and one more thing. From what I could tell, Kai's files and saws and things are very worn down. Maybe a new set of tools is in order. Ah, Rock was too preoccupied with stocking materials. A serious oversight which he will rectify. Supplying good tools for good living is a help hand's responsibility. Then we all have work to do. We can meet back here when our tasks are done. The shoals of no return are past the crags through a tunnel southeast of here. You should be able to spot the passage from just outside the village. Yo, what up, Ghostfar? How's it going? Bum 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 bum. I'm doing good. I won't be able to stream for long tonight because I do have to go to bed around 8. You're Melara, aren't you? What brings you out here? Ah, the issue with the caring for the Potsworn. When they approached me with the same problem, I suggested they commission artisans in Charlian instead. The quality of craftsmanship would be guaranteed after all. However, the Malblins did not care for this idea. Surely it would be more effective to engage a uniformly trained collective. I cannot understand their fixation on individual contracts. Perhaps the custom will make more sense whenever we begin the feat of pots. Until then, we've been deemed unfit to assist in the matter of help hands, and are instead tasked with tending the injured. We were on our way back from procuring herbs for Ryanje, in fact. Settlements in Kazumaoka, too, have become isolated by the storm's destruction. What would have become of the wounded had they not found a way here? Should I become Dawn Servant, one of my first acts will be to establish reliable trade routes to the capital. When I imagine how much good we can achieve with Charlian technology. My apologies, I have much to consider. If you'll excuse us. We'll meet again soon, I'm sure. Take care, Melara. Bum, bum, bum. God, this game is fucking pretty. Look at this place. Look at this fucking place. That one's warm. Soothing wind. It seems you found the crystal. And I thought Ilmeg was pretty. I mean, Ilmeg is fucking beautiful. It's the most beautiful place in the whole game, to be honest, but this is a runner-up. Man, I shouldn't have taken a nap. Now I'm really drowsy. Here you go, Rakarok. Is that a cool breeze Rakarok feels? Yeah. Oh, my shoulders. Thank you for finding a drafty shard. Rakarok will add it to the new set of tools he brought. And I come bearing good food tidings. The cook has prepared a feast fit for the most discerning Hetsaru, and it's on its way even as we speak. Let's go in and see what Kai thinks of our efforts. I was wondering what occasion called for me to receive so many visitors. Fine meal, new tools, and a welcome source of cool air. Now I remember why I assigned a pot pact. I'm grateful for your kind considerations. Allow me a moment or two and I'll reciprocate with a piece worthy of a podsworn. An oil lamp to brighten the halls of Volokshinsa. The craftsmanship satisfies Earth and Shire's reputation for quality, I trust. Such luster, such brilliance, truly a gift fit for the Dawn servant. I'm glad you like it, considering the time I've wasted till now. I hope to continue crafting at this improved pace. I have a contract to fulfill after all. Forgive my interruption. Lamate. I am told the Elector has deemed the crisis past and is prepared to task us with the feat. That's great news. Thank you for letting me know. So this is the craft of a podsworn. It is indeed a masterful piece. Thank you for your words of praise, Second Promise. I drew inspiration from Kazuma Uka's natural beauty and sought to capture it in my work. I wondered why the Moblins did not simply build a workshop in the city, and now I have my answer. Even Charlian goldsmiths could not easily replicate such exquisite artistry. One cannot create things if one lacks creative impetus. Tuliola, unfortunately, does not want for inspiration. Anyone wanting to learn the basics of a craft would do well to study it here. Yo, what up, monster? How's it going? I was raised among the Hetsaro, more traditional than most, and shared ingenuity of Toral's various peoples was eye-opening. You lived as a traditional Hetsaro? I have few fond memories of nomadic life. It's okay, could be better. Your aunt passed away. I'm so sorry. Let us know if you need anything. Everyone's fighting over the inheritance and somehow me and my family got dragged into it. Ugh. That's one of the worst things about whenever a family member passes, is just the absolute fucking tomfuckery that family members get into. I thought somebody was going to like whip out a gun on somebody whenever Fuji's uncle passed, because they were like arguing over like, I don't know, some dumb shit. Ragnarok is very grateful to you. I thank you both for your hard and clever guess think. When it comes to help handing, knowing the Potsworn really is important. Well, it's true for pretty much everyone you meet. It's a lesson I've drummed into several times on this journey. I mean, it looks cool. It's not my vacation attire, though. The elector bids the claimants assemble in the large building to the west side of the village. I will head over after finding Thancred and Urianger. Ah, I also ran into Levier twins on the way here. I took the liberty of directing them to the venue. We're rivals. It's not his job to make sure I know the feat is starting, but even now he's conscientious to a fault. Anyway, let's keep Ready Rock, and let's not keep Ready Rock waiting. Ready Rock thanks you for assisting Help and Rockarock. She will announce the feat once other claimants have arrived, so please be patient a while longer. Happy to report that we were able to convince one of the Potsworn to stay. How did you fare? Yeah, anyway, just watching you stream is enough to help me chill out and enjoy the peace and quiet in these moments where I don't have to deal with a relative. Yeah. Man, I'm sorry that you guys have to deal with that. Hopefully this will help get your mind off of it. So you managed to do the same. Splendid. Oh. Great, this guy's here. Welcome to Earthenshire, First Promise. We support your plans for salt crossings and new potsworn they will bring. Hail the mighty Zeralja. He cleared many piles of rockfall as if they were pebble stones, the resilient son of the Dawn Servant. Zeralja was clearing fallen rocks? I'm surprised he would volunteer his time for anything unrelated to the contest. Well, well, we meet again. Oh, God. Go away. Just in time for the feat to begin. I'll bet he was already here, laying low while the rest of us did all the work. Claimants, your attention, please. Man, what was that? You scare me. Hold on. Aw, thank you for another $25 contribution to the drawing tablet. We're getting closer and closer. Thank you, monster. As Reddy Rock explained, many of our potsworn left us following the storm. You get paid 2 more times this month, so the tablet will be fully funded. Awesome! I can't wait to use it! The precious metalwork crafted by those artisans bring in much jingly shine. Aw, that's a... They talk so cute. Bring in much jingly shine from across the salt. Should our stream of trade goods dry up, Earthenshire will suffer. Tuliola merchants will suffer. So Reddy Rock sets you this feat. Each of you are to find one clever hand goldsmith to bring back here. So we're to recruit new potsworn. Makes sense for the feat of pots. Calling this a feat does not justify taking advantage of the claimants and their influence. How does finding workers for you demonstrate their worthiness for the throne? You are free to refuse Reddy Rock's request. She will be happy to inform the Dawn Servant of Zeralja's disqualification. The right is a means to an end. The steps we take to get there are not important. Then Reddy Rock declares the feat of pots to begin, but remember, a pot pact must be agreed to willingly. No grab snatching or deceitful tongue flaps. The Elector said nothing of taking a willing artisan from a rival, which is exactly what we should do. A fine suggestion, brother. I'm glad you think so, brother. Come, let us play our plans. The nasty brute is up to something. He may seek to delay us once again as he did on the river, but we can but remain vigilant while we plot our course. What do you think, Wooklamat? Have you any candidates in mind to satisfy this feat? I know some artisans amongst my supporters, but they're all in their twilight years. I couldn't ask them to give up the comforts of Tuliola to live in a remote village, no matter how beautiful the scenery. What about that one guy, the pervert? I keep calling him that, but only because he was watching us from a distance. He didn't actually do anything wrong. Meanwhile, Kona probably has 100 young craftspeople to choose from. Not that I'm comparing us, you understand. That's just a statement of fact. I suppose we could try asking around Wachumeki. It seems a logical place to start. Back to Tuliolal it is. Wait, does that mean we have to take the boat again? No, I can't do it. I can't stomach another boat ride. You said I should share my burden, so I will speak plainly. The truth is, I get really, really sick on boats. Look, Lamont, that this is hardly news. But it was brave of you to admit it. In any case, we won't be fighting the current this time. Heading downriver will be much smoother. It will? Are you sure? Oh, look at her! I love her! I love Look Lamont! Look at her! She's making the sad cat face. Listen, whenever you're mean to mean about Wook Lamont, this is who you're being mean about. She's just a sad cat. I'm positive. Mostly. Aww. Oh, she's such baby. Oh no, she got seasick. I need a moment. Upriver, downriver. Ihui Katumu is too rough for me. The nausea is still a bit more bearable. Now that it's still a bit more bearable now that I stopped trying to hide it, but I'd just still rather not set foot on another boat if I can help it. Alright, I think I'm ready. Let's see if Master Ropley can help us recruit a new potsworn. I was half expecting her to walk away and then like double over. Oh, what armor is that? Pantheon, a male of aiming. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Oh my god, look at the little fox. Greetings, Third Promise. What brings you back to Wachumeki? You've not chipped your axe again, have you? No, Master Ropley. Actually, I have a favor to ask. So what do you think? Do you know of any craftsmen who might be interested? Filtering my artisans for the moblins, eh? Well, seeing as you're the Third Promise making the request, I'm willing to look the other way if one of them decides to take you up on the offer. Only, I can't think of a suitable candidate off the top of my head. Who do I know with a mastery of goldsmithing that would also have no qualms about relocating to Earthenshire? What of the Ellison man that just started working here? You mean Fontaine? He did say he was employed at some fancy jewelry store across the salt. And considering the distance he's already come, I'd like to think he wouldn't mind moving up a little, moving a little up the river. That said, he's just got himself a new job. Is it too soon to ask him to sign a pot pact? There's no harm in making the offer. Once he hears how well the Potsworn are treated, he may even jump at the chance. Either way, you won't find Fontaine at his workbench at this hour. He's finished for the day. Probably enjoying a meal over Zavalia of Thai. Then maybe we should go and talk to him. Just you and me, since he knows us. Wouldn't want him to feel intimidated by having to deal with a crowd of new faces. The two of us can handle this, so take a rest at the cabins if you like. Right, let's go and see a man about a pot. Once we finish the feed of pots, I'm gonna end for the night so I can go to bed. I get up early in the morning. Oh, Melora, you're here too. The third promise said she wanted to chat. I've just finished eating, so shall we find a quiet spot outside? Last time we talked on this beach, you were in a miserable state. Yes, I was, wasn't I? A lost soul until the two of you came along and helped me rediscover my purpose. My new place of employment has been most welcoming, and for the first time in a long time, I feel content with my lot in life. That's wonderful. So what is it that you wish to discuss? Well, it's hard to ask this thing right after you settled in, but I'm looking for someone to become a Potsworn. Ah, I've heard my new colleagues mention the term. That's when an artisan signs a contract to work with the Moblins, isn't it? But you're not a Moblin. I'm not quite sure I understand. It's for the feat and the right of succession. I need to bring a new Potsworn to Irvingshire. So that's the way of it. We've barely met, and after pushing you to work at Wachumeki, I'm now demanding you throw it all away and sign a pot pact instead. It's a selfish request, I know. I have something to tell you, Third Promise. The other day, I completed the necessary procedures for immigration. I'm pleased to say I'm now an official subject of Tuliolo. I've since endeavored to learn what I can find in my new nation, beginning with the right of succession and its claimants, including you, of course. Now, you will recall it was my father's example which led me to pursue goldsmithing. He was at East End when Garlean forces laid siege to the settlement, and in the ensuing chaos he was slain. War took him from me in an instant. The man I loved and admired, I never wished to suffer a loss again. And so, as much as I'm indebted to you for turning my life around, it is a fellow peace-loving Tuliolan that I would want you to win the throne. If I can help you achieve that by signing a pot pact, then I shall gladly do so. Fontaine, thank you. Shall return to Master Ropley and inform him of my decision. Allow me, I'm the reason you're leaving, so I should be the one to deliver the news. Perhaps you remember me, Brook Evu, owner of Zabalia of Tai. I'd like a word if you don't mind. You're Wiklamat's ally from across the salt, right? And a hero of some renown, too, if the gossip's to be believed. Well, as it so happens, I could use some heroic help. It doesn't need to be right now, but could you come by when you have a spare moment? Much appreciated. I'll be waiting for you at my shop then. You can now gain access to role quests. Oh, okay. Bum bum ba bum bum ba da 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 da. Da 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 da. Master Ropley, I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but Fontaine has agreed to sign the pot pact, yes? Well, it is a shame to lose a capable goldsmith. To have one of our own handpicked to serve the third promise is a great honor for Wachumeki. I appreciate your understanding. Of course, if you happen to know other talented artisans, regardless of their expertise, I hope you send them my way. It could even be yourself if you're so inclined. I'll keep that in mind. Though my time here was brief, I will not forget your kindness, Master Ropley. I am blessed to have these workshops to be my first home in Tuliyola. Come back to us if the moblins cut you loose. You'll always have a job here at Wachumeki. I expect you'll want to leave for Earthenshire as soon as possible. I'll go and pack my things. What became of Fontaine? Were you able to find him? We did indeed, and he's agreed to become a potsworn. We'll leave whenever he's ready, but you still have a little time. Splendid, we shall meet you anon. I had plenty of reasons to win the contest, but now I have one more. Fontaine's putting his faith in me, and I won't let him down. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. How much more do we have in the... Oh, she needs to pay a visit to the palace. We'll do that tomorrow. Where is the Aethernet crystal? Over here? Yeah, it's over here. Because it is bedtime for Bonzo. Sorry I didn't stream that much today. But I'll make up for it tomorrow and 4th of July, for sure. I can stay up later tomorrow. Since the next day is 4th of July. So I have off. Okay, is anyone streaming right now that we can raid? Twitch. Twitch.tv. Twitch.tv/ Ooh, Emo Shimo's live. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Alright, Emo Shimo. Playing Devil May Cry 2, Electric Boogaloo. Everyone go over to Emo. I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Final Fantasy XIV. And I hope you all have a good night. Alright, bye-bye. Can I do the... No, I cannot. Can it register my hand? I'm trying to wave. What about this one? Nope. Okay. Bye-bye.